And Chapman just did a lot of old school R&B music, and I was listening to 702's first album. Shouts out to 702. Okay, so anyway, um, so I guess because of COVID is the reason why they're doing this. But anyway, I just so happened to be on YouTube, and what strolled across my screen was Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 2 of season 5. And so I was like, ooh, they got episode 2 already. Super duper excited. And I was like, yo, this is lit. So I went on ahead and watched it, y'all. Okay, so let me see. Where's my comments? Okay. Let me go here actually. Okay, so let me see. So we got to see Wendy a little bit more. Slowly but surely they're integrating Wendy into the cast. Wendy is Nigerian. Wendy is is she a reporter? I believe. Hold on, let me get this. Let me get this right, child. She's a Nigerian American political commentator and public affairs academic. Gosh, 36. She's sickening. Sickening. And she's that girl. She is. Pretty. She's dope. She's not the one. She gets the girls together. Wendy Osifo. I believe that's how you pronounce it. So yes. Oh, some happy birthday shouts out. I don't do this as often anymore, but just shout out to a few people. Barack Obama, he turns 59. Meghan Markle, she turns 39. Jessica the Prankster, she turns 17. Jackie Aina, she turns 33. Louis Armstrong, he passed in born in 1901. Passed in 1971. So 1901. How old he would have been? Let me see. $119. Richie Dollars, child from Love Hip Hop New York. He turned 45. I thought Richie was in his 50s. Let me see. Anybody else? Billy Bob Thornton turned 65. Singer Jessica Sanchez from American Idol, the little Asian girl that sings black. She turned 25. Where is she, by the way? And Marcus Houston turns 39. So shouts out all them people. Okay. So yeah, I was just strolling. I was like, ooh, Real Housewives of Potomac, new episode. Let me go ahead and review it. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So, loving Wendy so far. She's really cool. It's interesting. Wendy is a new girl, a part of the cast, and Giselle is notorious for bullying the new girls. But she won't come for Wendy, will she? She won't come for Wendy. Giselle picks on who she thinks is weaker than her. She can't come for Wendy in no areas at all. And Wendy, I see, is going to read Ashley this season, so I can't wait for that. Like I say constantly, I'll be one to like Ashley. I don't dislike Ashley, not completely, but I mean, she's not my favorite person, but I don't dislike her at all. Or anybody, on these shows. I'm just commentary. I don't know these folks personally. But the character on the show is what I'm discussing and what I'm talking about and what I don't necessarily care for all the time. And I felt bad for Ashley the first season. I was on her side because they was picking on her. Then, but her joining the Mean Girls crew was just not it. I just wanted her to be her own thing, her own, independent brain, and her teaming up with Giselle and Robin just kind of made me think twice about her. And then her teaming up with Giselle and Robin to pick on Karen, and it was a whole thing. Now Karen was not the nicest to her the first season, but they was able to dissolve that. But the fact that you just kept it going, and Robin and Giselle came to your shop, your restaurant, to beat you up, and then you ended up being friends with them. It's just nah, sis. And no matter what you say and how good you read or whatever, and she's messy and always keeping stuff going, they all got that in them. But I'm just saying, I'm just like, regardless of whatever, Ashley, you will always be the joke of the day, of the season, because Michael consistently cheats on you. Consistently, out in the open, in the public. So you ain't never got nothing to say about nobody in their marriage, sis. Nothing. That man, I mean, my God. That man, anyway. So anyway, Love and Wendy and Candace meet up. Candace, she has expressed to Wendy how she is scared about becoming a mom. She says she's kind of ready to become a mother, but then she's also not ready to become a mother because she's scared. There's a lot of, I guess, traumatic things that she went through as a child, and she don't want to repeat those same things that her mom did to her. But I'm like, girl, first of all, yes, you're half of your mother, but you're not all of your mother. You still have your own mind. You're not going to make the same mistakes as your mom because you're not your mom. If you want to have a child, then have a child. Child, do your thing. I think Candace would be a good mama. It'll probably mature her up a lot. Probably. So, yeah, Chris already has, I think, 1 or 2 kids. So, he's ready to have a child with Candace. But Candace is just kind of like chilling and stuff. I appreciate the fact that she's taking her time, and they should enjoy them. They only been married a year. They should enjoy their marriage, and because babies change things, they do, and they should enjoy their marriage. They need to go on a honeymoon. I didn't even know they haven't been on a honeymoon yet, but they're spending all this unnecessary money on other stuff. Y'all go on a honeymoon. I say at least 1 more year. I say just enjoy your marriage, child. And live life, and then settle down and have kids and stuff. And I know that Chris is a little older than she is. Candace is like 32 maybe. So she got a lot more living to do and stuff. And not that Chris is old, but he's older than she is. So he's ready to settle down more. Candace still want to be cute and live it up and do it. But they gonna work it out when it's all in God's timing. You can't force things like that. Let me see. Candace asked Candace asked Wendy what did she think about the girls and all that. She was like, okay, everybody seemed cool. She was like, I know Karen. Karen and I have been out at many events together, but every time Karen sees me, she act like, hi, it's so nice to meet you. She was like, girl, I know you. I done seen you. So there's this kind of weird thing between Karen and Wendy. I don't really know what it is. I don't know if it's some intimidation on Karen's part. Like, I don't really know what it is. Maybe Ray said something out the way about Wendy to Karen, like something like he, like flirting kind of thing. Like, oh, she's very pretty or something like that. But I don't know. Ray seems like he likes women on the lighter spectrum. He just gives me that type. So I mean, I don't know what it is between Wendy and Karen, but Karen won't speak on it. Karen won't. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I guess we gonna find out, child. Y'all know that Karen's my favorite, the Grand Dame, but we gonna see. They talked about Giselle, and Wendy was just like, oh, okay, girl, I see you. Giselle came in just as tacky as ever. And she was like, yeah, But Candace said that yeah, Giselle is a lot nicer when her what she say? When her grass is being tended to down there, meaning that Giselle is nicer when she has a man, and I agree. That's just how some people are. Some people are nicer when they're in a relationship with somebody, and Giselle just so happened to be one of those people. Her kids even tell her that you need to get a man because you without one is a horror to deal with, darling. A horror movie, honey. That's sad. Her kids be reading her down. I love it. Okay. Um, Giselle and Juan actually met up, and they talked. Juan, he set the scene up. Neither one of them told Robin that they were meeting up with each other. Giselle was nervous, but basically he met up with Giselle because Giselle is the closest friend to Robin, I guess. Poor Robin, right? Oh my God, to have Giselle as your best friend, God. But so they met up and he wanted to discuss, wedding rings. He about to ask Robin to marry him after all this, after everything she done took off of him. Is that? I mean, we so glad. I'm about to cry myself. We just hope they actually get married this season and don't wait till next season to do it. My goodness. Please get married this season because we tired. We so tired. We so tired. One of my lovely subscribers said, "How long is Robin gonna have the storyline?" I mean, really, how long? We so tired. Please marry her, Robin. I mean, Juan. Please, 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 Lord. So anyway, they met up and that was nice. Giselle also met up with Monique. Giselle and Monique ain't never said houses. They ain't never liked each other. Really, it was just Giselle coming at Monique instantly as soon as she met her. Was nasty to her instantly. And they've never gotten along. But Giselle seems to think that it's because of Monique and stuff that she did. Monique did one thing to you when it came to what Sherman Clump and one of her old men or whatever she was with, and involving Sherman's ex-wife. Y'all remember that whole thing. Monique did one thing to you. You've done multiple things to her. You've been extremely nasty to her from the very beginning. But Giselle, she's back with Pastor Bryant, and she's now all of a sudden she wants to turn over a new leaf, and she's tired of arguing with Monique and yada yada. Child. But as soon as Monique get into it with Candace later on in the season, when they get into a physical fight, then Giselle gonna instantly want to kick Monique out the group. But that's your homegirl now. She's so full of it. Ooh, child. I'm ready for all these women to be through with Giselle. She's awful. She really is. And I don't understand why she gets so many chances. And like, why is she so much important to everybody else? Like, my gosh, Giselle she's a horror, honey. So anyway, they ended up talking and they wanted to set up like a welcome to motherhood kind of party for Ashley, because Ashley, she don't want to leave the house. She's scared to leave the house, especially since COVID and all this is going on. Well, I don't know if COVID was happening when they filmed the show, whatever. But yeah, she's not leaving the house, and they want her to get out the house and have some fun, yada. So they wanted to set up this whole little dinner, and so it was nice. They was nice to each other, remain optimistic. It was cute to see. Will it last? No, of course not. Why would it? Okay. So, Monique was taking shots. So it was just like, yeah, make sure that you remove the butter knives, because we know that, Candace picked up the butter knife last season. It was like, oh, God. And Giselle's not really feeling Candace as much anymore either, because Candace kind of kept coming for Giselle last episode. What else they talked about? They talked about how Charisse was invited to Candace's party, and they did not know that Sharice and Candace was so close. Now I didn't know that neither. But we found out later on in the episode, Ashley told Giselle that she found out that Candace got cool with Sharice only to spite Monique, because she knew that Monique and Sharice was not friends, and Candace and Monique were not friends at the time, so she got cool with Sharice just for that, for out of respect for that. But I mean, even if she did, like it's over with now, ain't it? And they're still friends, so I mean, whatever. But apparently Monique and Sharice is still not speaking. So I mean, I don't know. It's obviously going to backfire if Candace had cruel intentions, if she had malice behind becoming friends with Sharice. But it's no secret that I'm sure Sharice is trying to get back on the show. I mean, what else is Sharice doing? Do y'all know what else Sharice Jackson Jordan or Sharice Jordan Jackson is doing? Whichever one is it. I don't know what she does. That's why she keep popping back up, because I don't know what she does. So anyway, what else is going on? Let me see. You know, as I was watching it, I was like, yeah, I can see that Candace is going to be the villain this season. I could definitely see it. I just hate it. I hate it because Candace is so young, and they're like coming at her so hard, and I just don't understand why Giselle and so many of the other ones just get to breeze by and stuff. And Monique almost every season is into it with somebody. And it's just, I don't know, it just seems like it's an agenda. Like to take Candace and Monique down. They contribute some to it, but it's just all like a setup. Like, I don't know. I hate to bring everything to color, but it's just always kind of like a thing that it's just a pattern that I've noticed, you know, when it comes to Bravo. I mean, you know, we all know about systematic racism and all that kind of stuff. It, you know, they all identify on the show as black and stuff. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna get all into that. But it's just a different topic. But I just it's just like it's like a target, you know, on their back. And I understand, and she was wrong for this. I read her big head ass all the time, Candace, and she was wrong for like coming at Ashley so hard about her whole marriage thing. But at the same time, everybody did it. Everybody. And Ashley still never came at Giselle the same way she came at Candace. She let Giselle slide a whole last season. Giselle was talking the most crap about her in her marriage. But she still only wanted to come for Candace. I'm just saying. It's annoying to watch. It is. But we're going to keep watching. Yes, indeed. Okay, so, let me see. So all the ladies meet up. You know, they asked Ashley how she feel about Candace coming. She was like, well, I'm indifferent, but, you know, I just think that she's immature and all that kind of stuff. And I would agree with that. Candace is immature at times. But Ashley, immaturity compared to delusion. I mean, my God, I don't want I just don't see. She's wrong. Candace is wrong a lot of times. She do talk too damn much. She do. I will agree with that. Candace do be wrong a lot, but I mean, it's your husband that keep giving us material to talk about, and Candace is just one of those people. So it's you can't just be mad at Candace. The whole world is talking about how Michael keep cheating on you, sis. I just reported on it, what weeks ago on one of the Chalaki Thoughts. I can't remember which one, but yeah. I mean, y'all give us stuff to talk about. So how mad can you get? You get mad because people talking about it? Girl. So anyway, Ashley started talking. She said that she has to get Botox in her back stairs back there because apparently she had her first bowel movement after the baby and everything exploded for her, apparently, because he's, I've heard that many times that when you're pregnant sometimes you be constipated, and so I guess her first bowel movement, those whole 9 months, just everything just came out, and she said it just ripped. Child, you said it just ripped back there. Ooh, I know that's painful. Lord Jesus. She said that she gonna have to get some Botox or something up there, child, to hold that stuff in. They was just like, change the subject. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Let me see. They started to talk about how actually, they talked about Candace's party, and then Monique was just like, yeah, I was just trying to escape the walrus or whatever, the angry bear and stuff, talking about Charisse. And, the other ladies did not laugh at that. The only one that laughed was Ashley. The other ladies didn't laugh at that because they're all still cool with Charisse, meaning Robin, Giselle, Karen. So you sitting there talking about Charisse is not really going to work, Monique, because that's a battle that's between you and Charisse. They're not going to jump in it like they're seemingly jumping in it between you and Candace. Because Giselle has said many times before that Charisse is the reason that we're all here together. So they gonna always have Charisse back, Monique. So then they talked about Candace's party, and Candace blurted out, said, I didn't know that you had that big of an issue with Charisse. And apparently all of them knew. So apparently that was a lie. And so Monique was just like, child, we'll talk about it later. So then they got on the fact that she hasn't went on a honeymoon yet. And then they talked about that and stuff, and having kids and all that. Very brief. So then Giselle, being her messy self, she decided to make a public announcement to let everybody know that there's a big elephant in the room, and she thinks that Ashley and Candace should talk, and people owe people an apology. Y'all, the meaning that Candace owes Ashley an apology. I'm all for an apology, but I'm not here for apologies if you're going to do something else. So Ashley, she went on her whole little thing, and she was just like, you have a hard time taking accountability for stuff. Now, this might be true about Candace, because everybody has said it so far, that Candace has a hard time taking accountability for the stuff that she do. I told you she talked too much. And, so it was just like, okay, well, Candace, are you going to apologize? Candace was like, this is the conversation that we need to have outside the girls. She was like, I'm not going to speak to you when you have an audience. Ashley was like, well, you have an audience too, and stuff. She was like, look, are we here for Ashley, or are we here to roast me, or whatever? It was like, no, we're here for Ashley, but you need to own up to the stuff that you do. Giselle said, have you even congratulated her on the baby? Ashley was like, I don't really want her talking about my baby, because she was the first one, having remarks about me getting pregnant and all that kind of stuff. You see, it's not going to make a difference If Candace apologizes, it's still not going to make a difference. That statement that Ashley said there is still not going to make a difference. So I mean, I don't know. What y'all think about Ashley versus Candace? I do agree that Candace is immature. I do agree that Candace talked too much. I do agree that Candace should have stayed out of it. She could have gave her commentary and then just let it go instead of continuing on to battle with Ashley. But at the same time, Ashley's not innocent. Ain't never been innocent. Will never be innocent. She still start mess. She give us all the material in the world to talk about. Not saying that you should, but I mean, what else is you gonna do? It's a storyline. So I mean, I kind of feel two ways about it. And like I said, Candace ain't the only one to be talking about Ashley and her marriage. It's all of them. So why is Candace only held to the fire and the rest of them ain't? Giselle has no loyalty to nobody, not even Robin. She's just too silly to realize it. Giselle has no loyalty to nobody. Giselle is the real pot stirrer in this crew, not Candace. But don't nobody say nothing to Giselle. Child, bad. Let me see. Wendy kind of came for Karen real quick. Said that she was shocked that Karen and Ray was still getting it on. I don't know what that's about. Like I said, there's a little thing between Karen and Wendy. So we gonna see what that is. I don't know what it is, child. You see, Giselle ain't came for Wendy once again. And she won't come for, because you know Giselle always come for the new girl. She gonna come for Wendy. See, people pick on who they know they can pick on. Let me see. So we see the scenes for the next. That was pretty much it. Candace told all of them to screw y'all, forget y'all, f y'all. I'm sick of y'all. All y'all go to hell, and boom, bam. So the next episode, they're gonna try to sit down and have another conversation, and this time we gonna see Monique and Candace is arguing a little bit, and then Ashley's giving her 2 cents while holding the baby, and then we see Sharice come in. Ashley was like, "Oh hey, Sharice," and they give each other a hug and stuff, and then Monique gets up and walks out. See, Monique, you think you're doing something by getting buddy with Giselle, but Giselle ain't gonna do nothing but play you. Giselle ain't your friend. She gonna never be your friend. So you sitting up here thinking that, oh, finally you're in the in crowd. It's never gonna happen, ever, because Giselle is in charge of the girls. What you need to do is just stay in a crew. The crew needs to be, everybody just need to have their little crew. Giselle, Robin, Ashley, and Karen, Monique, Candace. That's what I think it is. And then the girls that can bounce from crew to crew, like Wendy, that's fine. You know, as long as you ain't being messy and stuff. But that'll never work either. I don't know, but I don't know what you expected out of Giselle, Monique, because as soon as you do something, she gonna flip right back on you, your new friend. So I mean, child, I wouldn't trust Giselle with a light bulb, child. Anyway, I'm gonna end up reading Giselle every single episode, because I just see through her. And I've been watching the show since season 1, and she's been awful since season 1. Yet she be on all the interviews. She the only one be, you know, they have always promoting the show on all these shows, and I'm just tired of seeing them. I'm tired. And it's only Bravo that loves Giselle. Those of us who are fans of the show, we know how messy and conniving and manipulative Giselle is. I don't know why y'all can't see it on the show. It's ridiculous. Y'all work with her. Beautiful woman. But that character she plays on TV, ooh, ain't nothing nice. What is nice is Karen's confession look. Ain't that pretty? I love it. I love Karen. Anyway, with that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at This King's World on Instagram and Twitter, at This King's World 89 on Snapchat, Chess King on Facebook, Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned, and I'll see you guys later.